This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana Athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last weekend, Coach Dave Krauss' Augustana women's basketball team claimed the program's first ever NSIC tournament championship with a pair of wins in Rochester, Minnesota. The Vikings knocked off regular season champion Concordia St. Paul 55-43 and followed that with an impressive 81-73 victory over Minnesota State. In the Concordia game, the Augustana ladies led just 29-28 at halftime, but reeled off a 10-0 run early in the second half to take a 41-30 lead. From there, the Vikings stretched the run to 22-4 and the lead to 18. After that, their defense carried them home to the 12-point victory. Emily Schulte sparked the offensive attack with 19 points, with Lydia Nelson adding 14. Andrea Whitney came off the bench to score 9 points, while Alex Feeney and Shantiva Ashley led the Vikings on the boards with 8 rebounds each. Then in the championship game, Emily Schulte miraculously drilled a 55-footer as the first half ended to push her team to a 43-41 halftime lead. After halftime, the game seesawed back and forth before the Vikings tightened their grip in the game's final 6 minutes to improve their record to 24-6 on the season. Emily Schulte again led the way as she scored 19 points and dished out 5 assists. Andrea Whitney added 14 points and blocked 6 shots. Lydia Nelson tallied 13 points, while Alex Feeney scored 10 points and led the team with 9 rebounds. For their efforts, Andrea Whitney, Lydia Nelson, and Emily Schulte were named to the all-tournament team. Emily was also selected as the tournament's most valuable player. In men's basketball, Coach Tom Biller's team dropped an 87-66 game to Minnesota State in the semifinals of the NSIC tournament in Rochester, Minnesota. The game was hard-fought and much closer than the final score indicated. After trailing 44-34 at halftime, the Vikings kept the game within reach until the final 5 minutes, when the Mavericks pulled away to grab their 25th win of the season. Freshman Daniel Jansen paced the Augustana attack with 17 points and 5 rebounds. Cameron McCaffrey added 15 points, with Alex Richter adding 12 and Casey Schilling 10. The Vikings now enter NCAA regional play with a 21-8 overall record. In indoor track, Coach Tracy Hellman's teams competed in the NCAA National Indoor Championships in Birmingham, Alabama. Runa Falk and Henrik Holmberg both earned All-American honors. Falk placed 3rd in the women's 3,000-meter run, while Holmberg finished 8th in the heptathlon. Meanwhile, Jade Dokken, a sophomore from Winter, finished 6th at 197 pounds in the NCAA Wrestling Championships, which were also held in Birmingham, Alabama. And Augustana spring sports teams are down south during this week's spring break, trying to find warm weather and good competition. Check out the efforts of Augustana baseball, softball, tennis, and golf in the Sioux Falls Argus Leader Sports section or by logging on to goaugie.com. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll visit with Augustana men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best, prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
Audi A4 drivers have spoken. And they rank the A4 highest in total quality index in its class. Experience the new Audi A4 at your local dealer today.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Joining me now is Augustana men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Tom, last week the Vikings moved into the NSIC tournament over in Rochester, and we took on the conference champion, who we had split a pair of games with during the season, Minnesota State, and it was a hard-fought game, but we came out on the short end.
Yeah, they played very well. Kind of a weird score, you know, the loss by what the final showed with, 5:42 left. We're down 8 and had a possession where we missed 4 free throws in a row, got an offensive rebound, missed that, and came away empty. And they went down and hit a 3, and then it just seemed like the lid exploded. But it was, a game that I just never thought I never thought we were particularly sharp. I didn't think we played particularly well. And that's as well as I've seen Mankato play. I thought they played a great game. And so, great experience for our guys. I think it was very well done by the NSIC. It felt like an NCAA tournament regional, and that's great experience for our guys for what you're about to ask about and what we're going into this next weekend.
Yeah, well, there were some bright spots for the Vikings. Talk about some of the good performances.
I don't know if anyone really played particularly well other than I thought Daniel Jansen offensively had a very good game, did some very good things for us. Cam was solid, 14.6 assists, 1 turnover versus good pressure the entire evening. But I didn't think, usually we've had somebody step up, where you just didn't expect to get that 15 or that 20 or that 12 or 16. And I didn't feel like that night we really had anybody really do that. And as much as our offense, it was our defense. We really and truly could not get stops, and we had to. Their big kid, Mariah, played very, very well. They all did. Jarvis Williams, I don't think, missed a shot. They played very inspired basketball and deserved to win the game and kind of, I think, proved out why they not only won the league, but they won that particular tournament as well, and they're number 1 in the region and hosting it. So, they've got a very good basketball team that was put together very quickly.
Yeah, well, and who knows? Maybe we'll see the Mavericks again. We hope so. Coach, before we leave the NSIC tournament, fans, next year you're going to be in for a real treat because the NSIC tournament, 8 men's and 8 women's teams, will be coming to Sanford's new Pentagon here the first weekend of March. That's going to be really fun, Tom.
And I like the idea that you have the 3 games, and it's not 2 weekends split up with your tournament and everything else. It's just going to be a great format. Obviously, Sanford will do a phenomenal job with it. The Pentagon will be as good a facility that you'll find in the country for that, especially. We all know the design and everything they've done with that. Ability to house quite a few of the teams right there on their site. Sioux Falls will do a fantastic job with it, just as they have with the Summit League tournament. So, it's all good now. Talk about pressure. We better get in that thing, or I'm sure I'm going to hear about it. But I think it'll be an opportunity for the teams that come here to just have a fantastic experience.
Fans, there will be 1 first-round playoff game next year at home sites. You get through that one, you get to the Pentagon, and it's the weekend before the Summit tournament, so it's going to be a great event here for Sioux Falls, and certainly for us, we hope. Coach, it's on to regionals, and the Vikings will be in Mankato this weekend. On Saturday at noon, we play a familiar opponent, Upper Iowa University.
I asked Dave Krauss when I saw his draw, I said, Dave, do you have any information on your opponent, or you have a clue at all how they're going to play? Same with us. We just played Upper Iowa a couple weeks ago. They're a very veteran team, 4 very good seniors who start, seniors off the bench. They don't play any young kids. They're a system that it's very conducive to age. Their kids are very, very comfortable with what they're doing. They play hard. Now, it's the first time they've ever been in the NCAA Division II tournament in the history of their program. So Brian's done a great job this year, and we're gonna as a formidable foe, but we're happy to be in the tournament, and we don't care who we play because in that level there's not a bad team in the tournament. So whoever you play is going to be very good.
Well, fans, I hope you can make it over to Mankato to see that one. The thing is here that with the regional going on, this isn't your first rodeo, Coach. You've been in a lot of these at North Dakota State and Augustana. How do you prepare your team for regional competition?
It doesn't really change much. We've done, this is our 5th in the last 6 years. Really, I thought we should have got the one we didn't make. We should have. It's kind of unique, but we stay very routine oriented. We don't change much of anything. The only thing maybe a little bit different is we may practice a little bit earlier during the day because we play the noon game, and we're not used to that. And so we're fortunate. We're on spring break right now, and so we'll be able to control that. And so we'll try to have some stuff earlier, do practice earlier, have their food schedule a little bit more conducive to what it's going to be that day for that game. I'm very routine oriented. I very much believe in trying to make every game the same, whether at home or on the road. So we'll do that aspect, but our practices and what have you will be very similar to what we've been doing all year.
Well, Tom, good luck to you and the Vikings. Regional competition, it's fun, and let's go get them against Upper Iowa.
Thanks a lot, girl. Appreciate it.
You can be part of
something bigger.
As Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profit.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdoff, Bayak, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day. We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach Dave Krauss. Well, Dave, it's a happy Monday here in Viking land. The Vikings went over to Rochester, Minnesota to play in the NSIC tournament. Came away with a pair of victories, claimed the NSIC Conference Tournament Championship. It was a wonderful weekend, Coach.
Well, you couldn't have scripted it any better. One of the things that really, particularly after we ended up winning, went through my head several times is that we probably couldn't have come up with a harder road to go through 4 conference tournament games the way we did and then win it. So, I mean, it was just one of those, this is the way you'd like it to go. It's not going to happen that way that often, and it certainly did. And I was really proud of our kids the way we fought. We weren't great. I mean, we didn't shoot the basketball great here over the last couple of weeks, but boy, they fought hard and just attacked and did some of the things that turned out to be important for us to win it.
Yeah, and so many players contributed in so many ways. Some, of course, scored more than others and all that, but it was really a team effort. But we can't leave it without talking about Emily Schulte. She was named the MVP, and she was the catalyst, Coach.
Just had a great, really couple weeks of this conference tournament, and has kind of, in her mind, she's attacking a little bit more on offense, trying to be, of course, smart enough. We did get a little foul trouble with both small guards on Saturday, but really had, like I said, just a great 2 weeks and was MVP of the finals in Rochester, and her 60-footer or whatever she made it.
Wow.
It was interesting. You brought her off the bench for just a last possession while she got fouled.
And I was wondering, I turned to somebody and I said, why is he putting her in there with 2 fouls? And then, of course, he knew she was going to make a 60-footer.
Well, I mean, we were only planning it for it to be 1 possession on offense, and then she got fouled. So, and just about had a sub at the table, which wouldn't have mattered anyway because she missed both free throws, which was pretty unusual.
Right.
They come down, we're scattered, and we don't match up. They hit a big three, and then she, gets it with just under 2 seconds and a couple dribbles and launches from 60 and nothing but net. And that was a big momentum. And I kind of thought at the time, I wonder if that shot's going to come back to be critical.
Yeah, and I kind of thought, well, maybe it's meant to be when that one went down. But great for Emily, and other great performances. Lydia Nelson, of course, on the all-tourney team. But one other player who Dave has really been coming on was a big factor in this was Andrea Whitney.
Yeah, and Andrea's gotten a little healthier here. She struggled. She had knee scope this fall and got a late start into our season. She's battled a couple of illnesses. Actually, when we played at Concordia and Mankato, got diagnosed with strep that morning of the Concordia game. And so she's had a couple bouts of things that has, kind of hurt her, but now's gotten a little healthier. And then, of course, you play good, and she certainly did. And her confidence seemed to grow, and her play was critical. Yeah, and she's long and can rebound. She blocked 6 shots in the championship game, but it was a total team effort again with a lot of contributions. Coach, it's on into regional competition. The Vikings go down south to Topeka, Kansas, Washburn University. And lo and behold, a familiar foe. We take on Concordia St. Paul in the first round. And this has not been something that we haven't experienced before, but I talked to Paul Fessler the night before we played him at the conference tournament and said, if we beat you, we really increase the odds that we're going to play each other for a fourth time. And he said, yeah, I've been thinking the same thing. But then he added, but we don't plan to lose to you. And so, basically the regional rankings just stayed pat almost from the week before, regardless if you went 3-0 or 0-1 or whatever in the regional rankings. And so we'll have to get through Concordia again, first round of the regional. Yeah, but the Vikings are certainly playing well, have a lot of momentum, and heading into this tournament. Coach, this isn't your first dance. You've been in a lot of these. How do you prepare your team for a regional? Well, I really don't try to, for a game, in this case a regional, try to do anything different or make it feel like it's that much different. I'm going to remind them that, hey, this is an opportunity that not a lot of players get, get into NCAA tournaments and, to appreciate it. And, of course, if we can just come with that same enthusiasm and effort, give ourselves a good chance to win while we're there. Well, Dave, another great season, 24 wins. Keep her going in that regional. Thanks, Bill.
I have evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. Speaks a weird language. Drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing. He has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad's an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to car and drivers 10 best. Experience exceptional value on the Audi A6 at your local dealer today.
1, 2, 3, break!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
You can be part of
something bigger.
At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profits.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
You may have met one. The teachers who challenge. The ones who motivate. The ones who can fire imagination. The ones, in short, that you'll find at Augustana. Now, maybe you don't believe that one college could have so many great professors. If so, you're in for an education. Augustana.
With me now is Augustana freshman men's basketball player Zack Huisin. Zack, great to have you on Augustana Sportscene. Fans out there, you've seen this big guy going up and down the floor and long arms, long legs, and doing a great job for the Vikings. So to begin with here, Zack, high school over in Southwest Minnesota at Southwest Christian, great high school career, had to choose a college. Why'd you pick Augustana?
Multiple reasons. I had a good relationship with Coach B. And also, I just really liked what he was doing with the program, and I kind of wanted to. I knew I had an idea. I wanted to stay close to home, and I have a lot of family here in Sioux Falls, and it just seemed like a right fit for me.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here, and you've certainly had a tremendous freshman year. Let's talk about the Vikings. Wow, what a season! 21 wins, surprised a lot of people, I think, and particularly young guys like you. But we're heading on into the regional tournament. We play Upper Iowa on Saturday. How about the season? What are your thoughts?
So far, going into it as a freshman, you don't know what to expect. We had a big freshman class coming in, and coming into the season, I thought I was going to be redshirting, but due to a couple of injuries, that wasn't the plan. So it's been a fun season. It's been hard. It's been a grind, but we just looked up to the seniors. They've kind of helped us freshmen get used to it, and it's been a fun experience. So.
Yeah, and we are certainly glad you didn't redshirt. You had a great freshman year and have been a big part of us getting into regional competition here. Zack, you've been playing ball a long time. It's hard to believe you were a little shaver at one point, but we know you were. Yeah. What do you like about the game of basketball?
It's just fun coming together with a group of guys that share the same interests and same passion for the game and just competing at a high level. That's been a fun thing for me, just playing with guys and just keep learning too. That's a fun thing. I've learned so much coming from high school to college, and it's just fun learning more about the game and getting better. So.
And you do a wonderful job. You have great potential. You're already off to a great start. Talking about that potential, I'm sure Coach is going to be talking to you more about this, but right now, what do you feel are your strengths, and maybe where do you feel you have to get better?
My strengths, I think, I'm a big man, but I'm quick.
That's
Coach,
for sure.
Coach Trumbauer and Coach B always tell me, if I get pushed out too far, just face up and take them off the dribble, because they say, my first step's quicker than a lot of other bigs. And, my length, that helps me out a lot. But, my strengths or my weaknesses, this offseason I'm going to have to get stronger, work hard in the weight room.
Find that weight room, man.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that a lot this summer. I think I'm going to stay here and work with Coach Chambers and get stronger, and I think that's really what I have to work on, and just my fundamentals, get better with both hands around the basket. So.
Yeah, well, your upside is unlimited, and we're certainly fortunate to have you here, so make that commitment and work hard, and you're going to have a great future, Zack. Switching gears a little bit, you already know what your major is and kind of what you're thinking of doing. Talk about that.
Yeah, coming in, I knew I wanted to do something with education, and I had stuck with elementary education, special education, and I kind of wanted to do something with coaching too along that line.
Right.
So.
Yeah, well, that's great, and you got a long time to go on that, but through the first year here, I guess just kind of winding things up here, it's been sort of a whirlwind freshman year for you. You mentioned being, kind of expecting to redshirt and then not, and you've played. What's it been like to be a basketball player and a student athlete at Augustana?
It's you have to keep on track. You have to keep on top of things, and it has its ups and its downs. But overall, we've been able to manage it well, and it hasn't been too bad. So it's been pretty fun, but kind of hectic. So.
What about the future? What are your goals for Augustana men's basketball?
I hope just each year come in with a willingness to work hard and just strive to be the best I can be as a team and push others to do that too. And I think if we just keep working hard and keep the right focus, we'll go far here at Augie. So.
Yeah, and one last question, I guess, that I just thought of, but quite a freshman class. You talk about all the guys, Daniel Jansen and Casey Schilling and Joe Burt and Jamal and, Mr. Odegaard, and goes on. It's got to be kind of special to be part of that special freshman class.
Yeah, it's nice to come in with a bunch of guys that went through everything along with you, and we'll continue to go through all the things together. And I think there's going to be a big bond by the time we're seniors, and it's going to be special for us. So.
Yeah, and it's going to be special for you fans out there. And make sure that you keep following Zack Huisin. This guy's got a great future in basketball, and will have a great career at Augustana College. Zack, thanks for being with us. Good luck in the regional tournament.
Thank you.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best. prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
You can be part of
something bigger.
At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profits.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Mid-Connect Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0. Exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0. Exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0. Extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Mid-Connect Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, March 15th, women's basketball is in the NCAA Regional Tournament hosted by Washburn University in Topeka, Kansas. In first-round action, the Vikings take on Concordia St. Paul. Saturday, March 16th, men's basketball starts play in their NCAA Regional Tournament hosted by Minnesota State University in Mankato. The Vikings play Upper Iowa at noon. And women's basketball, if they are still a winner, is in regional competition in Topeka. And baseball, weather permitting, starts the season against Dakota Wesleyan University on the new field, Harris Park at Ronkin Field, 2 o'clock. Sunday, March 17th, men's basketball, if they're a winner, continues play at NCAA regional competition in Mankato. And baseball, hopefully, is taking on Dakota Wesleyan again at 2 o'clock at Harris Park at Ronkin Field. Monday, March 18th, if the ladies win, they're in the regional championship game down in Topeka, Kansas. That game tips off at 7 o'clock. And Tuesday, March 19th, if the men make it to the championship, that game's in Mankato again at 7 o'clock. And remember, you can hear Augustana women's basketball on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide on the web at kxrb.com. And the Augustana men's games are on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. And for complete information on Augustana Athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly review of Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.